Jacob, fleeing from his brother Esau, vowed a vow at Bethel, saying, "If God will be with me, and will keep me in this way that I go, and will give me bread to eat, and clothing to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, and Yahweh will be my God, then this stone which I have set up for a pillar shall be God's house, and of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the 10th to thee." Bereshith, Genesis, chapter 29. Then Jacob lifted up his feet and came to the land of the children of the east. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, 3 flocks of sheep lying there by it, for out of that well they watered the flocks, and the stone upon the well's mouth was great. And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in its place. And Jacob said to them, "My brothers, whence are ye?" And they said, "Of Haran are we." And he said to them, "Know ye Laban, the son of Nahor?" And they said, "We know him." And he said to them, "Is it well with him?" And they said, "It is well. And behold, Rachel his daughter cometh with the sheep." And he said, "Lo, it is yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water ye the sheep, and go and feed them." And they said, "We cannot, until all the flocks be gathered together, and they roll the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep." While he was yet speaking with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. And it was when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel, and lifted up his voice, and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it was, when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob his sister's son, that he ran to meet him, and embraced him, and kissed him, and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, "Surely thou art my bone and my flesh." And he abode with him the space of a month. And Laban said to Jacob, "Because thou art my brother, shouldst thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, what shall thy wages be?" And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. And Leah's eyes were tender, but Rachel was beautiful and well favored. And Jacob loved Rachel, and he said, "I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel thy younger daughter." And Laban said, "It is better that I give her to thee, than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me." And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed to him but a few days, for the love he had to her. And Jacob said to Laban, Give me my woman, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in to her. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place, and made a feast. And it was in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in to her. And Laban gave Zilpah, his handmaid, to his daughter Leah for a handmaid. And it was in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, What is this thou hast done to me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? For what reason then hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, It is not so done in our place, to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill the week of this one, and we will give thee the other also, for the service which thou shalt serve with me, yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel his daughter for a woman. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah his handmaid, to be her handmaid. And he went in also to Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. And Yahweh saw that Leah was hated, and he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. And Leah conceived, and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben, for she said, Because Yahweh hath looked upon my affliction, for now my husband will love me. And she conceived again, and bare a son, and said, Because Yahweh hath heard that I am hated, he hath therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Shim'on. And she conceived again, and bare a son, and said, Now this time will my husband be joined to me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore was his name called Lewi. And she conceived again, and bare a son, and she said, This time will I praise Yahweh. Therefore she called his name Yehudah, and she left off bearing. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister, and she said to Jacob, Give me children, or else I die.